Hi guys, Nigel from Gosu Gamers here at IEM Hanover, day 3, standing here with MaNa. So MaNa, the IEM for StarCraft 2 not going too well in terms of public, especially when compared to Poland. Should we move World Championship to Poland next year?
I would love to, man.
So can you say this to Kamak? He's probably going to...
He knows that.
You told him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so no CeBIT next year, please. Let's go to Poland. Poland was awesome.
I know, man. Poland is awesome overall.
Do you expect more people to flood in as the days go by?
Yeah, definitely. I think at the weekend everybody will come here because right now it's I think 12 a.m. right now or
Something like that.
yeah, something like this. And well, there's still some people like right there, but not many people like watching because everybody's at school or at work, so there's just no time to visit.
Okay, so on to the games. You finished 4-1 yesterday. How are you feeling overall about your performance? And walk us quickly through the biggest matches from yesterday.
I think the biggest match will be versus Violet. I think he's the best player from my group, and well, that's why he finished 5-0. I could have played better versus him. I did a couple of micro mistakes, and that made me lose the games. Overall, I'm of course happy to go through the groups. I'm not really happy about my game because I've seen so many mistakes of me, but well, I still won, so that's all right for me.
Are those more like strategy mistakes for not knowing the game, or just micro, macro mechanic screw-ups?
Just like overall mistakes, like not playing smoothly, like some supply blocks, some over minerals, some strategic mistakes, some micro mistakes.
Yeah, are you confident you're gonna clean those up till the playoffs?
No, definitely not. I will have many mistakes coming up for sure because I didn't practice Heart of the Swarm that much, and nobody did actually to play everything smoothly. It's just matter who makes less mistakes, I think.
Okay, so onto the Protoss race. Obviously, it got a lot of new units air-wise. Mostly the improvements are there, the innovations. We've spoken to Gruby like a year ago. He's been telling us how I want to see Protoss air grow more diverse and to see the Protoss race getting more viability in other tech routes, etc. Do you feel like Heart of the Swarm is getting there in terms of more strategy being viable now?
Definitely Oracle and Mothership Core are helping it, especially Mothership Core because we can be more aggressive and we can like even get surrounded and then must recall whenever we want to. That's kind of weird. Like we can make mistakes. It's like I don't know if it's Simba. I didn't use it that much, but it's like weird. Like you can force a mistake and still like retreat without any problems. So that's a little bit weird. I don't know if we will like use it in Imbawe. About the Oracle. It gives us more opportunity to play more Stargate openings.
What about the Voyage race? There's been a lot of complaints, a lot of like...
I think they're too good, especially they're broken like in PvP because everybody just go for mass Voyage race.
In PvP?
Yeah, especially in PvP because well they just evaporate everything. I'm not in PvZ. They're pretty good as well versus Corruptors. That's why I won versus Nuts, for example. We've seen MC losing to Red even with like ton of Voyage race, but it was just MC's mistakes in micro. I think Voyage race should be nerfed.
What do you think Zergs need to do to beat Voyage Race at this point of time?
Definitely Hydras are the very good counter to Voyage Race, but the thing is you need to snipe Colossus. With Corruptors and Hydras should snipe the Voyage Race. I think that's the reason. Although I didn't play that many games where I had like problems with losing Voyage Race or making a lot of Voyage Race, I just need to practice more to get more knowledge.
What about PvT? Many of the units introduced in Heart of the Swarm was to break this bio against Death Ball staple meta that was getting things kind of boring and at one and the same. Do you feel like the matchup is changed towards the better? Are there more viable strategies there?
I think Turn has even more opportunities now to do factory builds because of the Widow Mines and the Hellbats. I don't think PvT was ever boring. I think it was, for me...
I mean, just like in terms of strategy used, it's obviously a dynamic matchup.
Yeah, well, of course it was just the best thing to do, the Bio and the Death Ball of a Protoss. The Widow Mines and especially the Medivacs with Widow Mines, like the first Medivac timings are very dangerous for Protoss because we either have to go like very fast Robo or like Mass Stalker players to deny the drops. I think the Medivac boost has to be nerfed as well because it's just too strong. We could see just like a few minutes away ago where MVP played versus Grubby, and well, he used Medivacs to the imba way.
Okay, so Group D is going to be played today. Obviously, a lot of great names. We don't really actually know how strong they are, but
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Yeah, but we have like Stefano, Grubby, MVP, Golden, extremely good players.
If it was like Wings of Liberty, it will definitely be a group of death.
Yeah. So, what are your like super short predictions about this? Who do you think will make it up? We know Tielo has been practicing a lot. We don't know much about Stefan. Actually, we know he said he hasn't
played. Yeah, I think he played like 12 hours. He said something like this. My predictions is like MVP Dream. I don't know who will be first. Most probably MVP, and then the third place will go either to Stefan or Grubby.
Is it just because they are good, or just because the Terran style in Heart of the Swarm suits them very well?
I think Heart of the Swarm style helps them a lot, and they are very good, so that's like the perfect connection for them. And I think Grubby might be the best in Protoss for now.
What about overall the tournament? You kind of know who you are likely to play, because at least we know how Group A and B finished. So any special desires to play this particular player and to avoid that particular player?
So far I can meet either Nerchio or First. I would prefer Nerchio because I saw First is pretty good, and I feel more and I feel more comfortable in PvZ in Heart of the Swarm than in PvP because of the knowledge from Wings of Liberty, and PvP changed drastically in Heart of the Swarm, and we'll see who will place third today. So for now I prefer Nerchio.
So you've having been kind of a rivalry with him.
Yeah.
Eager to beat him?
Yeah, I really want to beat him finally. And in Heart of the Swarm, it's a perfect time for me.
I think he's doing good in Heart of the Swarm. Have you seen? Did you see his games on what was it, Tuesday?
I didn't see any of his games. I played him like twice on ladder and I won pretty easily. But it was like the beginning of beta, and definitely he has improved now for sure. I didn't see any of his games in groups, so we'll see. Although I saw he lost 0-2 to Yonghwa and 0-2 to Parting. And Parting said he played only 40 games of Heart of the Swarm. So
but he's Parting.
Yeah, exactly. He's just Parting, but I don't expect much from Nerchio. I really want to play him.
Score against him?
3-0.
3-0?
Go for it.
So overall, the tournament, who's gonna take it? A Korean, foreigner?
Probably Korean. It might be a surprise because it's a very new game. Nobody knows who's like really good or who's not. I think it will be probably a Korean. Yeah.
So we talked to Violet last night. We asked him what do new players that are coming into Heart of the Swarm need to do to get used to Zerg and get used to beating players with Zerg. What about you and Protoss? What does the new Heart of the Swarm player that will just come now and hasn't played Wings of Liberty at all, what does he need to do with Protoss to climb the ladder?
It doesn't matter which race you play. Everything you have to do is to think. Think about the game, think about the strategies, think what you can do better, think what you have done bad, just improve.
Okay, so for 2013, what are your plans for the rest of the year? Do you have anything already planned for next Premier Tournament appearance?
Not yet. The Heart of the Swarm has not been released yet, and I didn't qualify for MLG, unfortunately for me. Definitely I will want to win at least one major tournament in Heart of the Swarm in this year, but hopefully it will be more.
No plans to going back to Korea for a little while?
I want to come back to Korea, but I have no plans now. I really want to eat bulgogi again.
Okay, so following up on the Korean question, we talked to Stefano yesterday. He told that foreigners won't really do well in GSL environment because they are more used to playing the race than the player in the GSL is format that you basically need to prepare for a week for one specific player, so it's Pro League, for example. Do you agree with him, or do you see that it's kind of different?
I agree with Stefano. It's just Koreans have been playing GSL for 2 years right now, so they know how to prepare. They have like the pro houses, they have the coaches, they have probably people who search for the VODs, or they do it themselves, so they prepare for the particular player. And well, foreigners, at least me and maybe Stefano as well, are quite lazy to do that. And well, that's probably the case why Koreans will do better in GSL than foreigners.
He said he's mostly foreigner mentality. Do you think that's that's just it, or there's also the lack of how do I put it, to actually get a proper practice regime, or is it just a mix of both?
Definitely proper practice regime. That's definitely it's for me when I played in Korea, like for the first month, like I think it was more than 30 games a day on the ladder. I feel the improvement every day. So if I could like have the opponents I had in Korea in Europe, then I would definitely go for it, because I know I am playing better players, so I am improving way faster than I'm usually doing.
So it's not about mentality.
Mentality is definitely a factor as well, but I think hard work is even more.
Okay, so I think we'll close this up. If you have any final words to anybody, just shoot them out.
Yeah, thank you guys for the interview. Thank to all my fans for supporting me, and big thanks to mousesports and our sponsors, Guile, Razer, Tortec, and BenQ for supporting me, and for a 4th year with mousesports.
And I am World Championship next year in Poland. Make it happen. So we'll be closing this out. Stay tuned to Gosu Gamers. We'll bring you more coverage as the days go by. Thanks.